Thank you all for joining me once again on this daily journey into and towards resilience. That resilience thing that I keep talking about is what I propose to you that is common to all of us, that connects us, but that maybe many of us have not activated or refreshed on a daily basis for the tasks, challenges, problems, issues, or even good days at hand. So I say that to say this. In this life that you and I are sharing right now, in this moment, there are no do-overs. In golf, for example, I would propose that we shouldn't take any mulligans. A second shot off that tee that went into the woods that you'll never find again. But also, this no do-overs is relevant to you and I. In this one life that you have, and as perfect as you are, by design or by whomever you decide to call your architect or guide or creator. There is no remake or rework of your components and a compilation of you that emerged from your parents. You were insisted into this world and with a specific reason, purpose, and message. All you have to do is to remember it forward and into substance while you are here. I know that sounds like a very simple and possible mission. And that's part of my supposition to you about resilience, about self-discovery of who and what you are. Before we remember that, but before we get caught up and distracted first by our lower level, low vibrations of entertainment and fast times and fast food, I ask you to consider those qualities and aspects and your talents that vibe with the frequency and consistency and grace, power, and force of your heart. That level of vibration, that metric of sustainment and maintenance on that road or path, if you will, towards and into daily resilience. As you define your desire, discipline, and drive from that level of vibration, that proposition should become easier to apply in your daily challenges, your daily chores, even things you like doing, but more importantly, even the things you don't like doing. It does require you to form, write, voice, speak out loud those introspective questions that I mentioned to you before. To develop those original, sincere, genuine, and curious questions that you may have asked yourself before, and that you didn't expect an answer or the answer to those kind of questions. Meaning, and please remember that when you make space and patience with yourself to ask the type of questions that I propose to you, and using my little feeble example of my own suggested questions that I use to myself but also to you now, that those type of quality questions, those type of original, sincere, genuine, curious questions, they contain the very answers that you are seeking in your life. But even the greatly presented and formed questions, those are not enough. Great first step towards resilience and towards your self-discovery of your purpose and your mission. But now for the work to prepare yourself for the apparent and guiding answers or whispers or positive slash yes slash love examples flashing across your mental screens 24 hours a day. Now, of course, those flashes of inferences or suggestions or temptations or ideas, you're going to be filtered in with bad stuff too. You got to be able to develop that discipline to screen out the ones that you have defined for yourself about what drives you. This is where your attention and exposure and your awareness comes in. To sift through the chaff and the BS and noise that does not resonate with your heart's vibration. And you know it. You know it when you see it. You know it when you feel it. You know it when you sense it. That falls in line or is aligned with what you have defined for you. Now, if you haven't done that piece of the puzzle, let's put that in place first and build around that. You know you do. You know you can do this. But if you have those flaws and tendencies to digress or deviate from this great plan of life laid out for you, because this is something that I have done and I still do each day to get diverted or distracted. But I should know I am in the process completing that task to minimize that, and that I should do that more often than not to feel honored to experience this moment in this day. I have fallen away many times from my direction that was given to me, that I have looked away from and did something not on that path. But falling away and still having that constant of love and life and grace pushing me forward despite of going against my original design, I still have the chance, the choice, and consequence to course correct. But there are no do-overs. There are no mulligans. There's no more rework to be done. Every new moment and each day is the first take, if you will. FT. First take. Every moment and each day grace to you is RD. Rough draft. Every present and current moment and each day that you experience is FC. Final cut. Just like you in this present moment, just like you and I today in this conversation, this is a first take, a rough draft, a final cut in this conversation right now. Stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it's always 820.